Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Welcome to your June 2022 monthly tarot reading, or whenever you are called. Please do note that it is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and it is very general. So take what resonates for you, leave behind what simply does not. Feel free to check your Moon, Rising, Venus signs for yourself or the person that you have on your mind. If you're unsure, unaware which other planetary placements are, there is a link in my description box to a free natal calculator that can help you suss out that information. To all my returning beautiful Cancer subscribers and viewers, I just want to give a great big shout out of love and gratitude to each and every one of you for your continued support and interaction on the channel. If you're new, welcome. I am Amy at Cancerianhouse of Tarot, and I am very pleased to have you here with me today. All right, my beautiful Cancerians, let's go ahead and get into your reading. I intuitively drew some oracle cards, and we'll take a look at those. And we're going to pull the Celtic Cross today to have a look at your overall view for the month. We'll be following up with the Romance Angels, some zodiac cards to see who is showing up most in your energy, what zodiac signs are showing up. And then at the end of this reading, I will be pulling some letter cards to take a look at a person's first, middle, last name or initial or any other words that come through. I also channel anything like that comes through with those letters, so it can be anywhere from people's names to states to cities to countries to people, places, things that may have significance to you or your situation. All right, Cancer, without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at your first message coming from the Spirit Guide messages. We've got intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves, the universe, and to our divine spirit. So in the month of June, Cancer, a lot of you can be experiencing a lot of intuitive downloads, just like I said, intuitive nudges or gut instincts. It's really time to really pay attention because it's going to be on fire for you. It's going to be leading you guys in a new direction, I feel. If not in a new direction, it's going to kind of lead you in the right way. All those information, all the things that you kind of maybe you've been wondering, searching for a while, they're going to be becoming more apparent if you're listening to those gut instincts and to those intuitive downloads that are coming your way. Some other energies showing up for June. We've got Illumination. So interesting energy coming through there. With Illumination, this is definitely kind of be a time period for you where you're going to be kind of looking at some things that may have previously been shadowed. So there's parts of your life and parts of your, maybe even your feelings, that are going to be illuminated this time, so that you can really, really dig in deep, is what I'm hearing, and be able to heal anything that needs healed, release anything that needs to be released. And it's also going to shed light maybe on some confusion that you have been feeling. Again, intuitively, you're really getting some universal support here for what your next steps on your journey should be. I love it. We're getting freedom. And freedom is kind of just what we were talking about. It's the release of things that no longer are serving our highest good. Release of energies, people, places, things that are not aligned with our interest any longer. With the Illuminate, I'm getting a very interesting message here for a lot of my Cancers. So intuitively, you're going to get this information. You're going to get confirmations. Things that were hidden before is going to be dark, and things that were dark and hidden before are going to be, brought into the light. There's going to be more information available. You're going to see things in a new perspective. So what has been holding you back, Cancer? Some of you, I'm getting trapped. So like kind of stuck energy where you've been stuck. You are going to kind of break free of those. You're going to break free of that energy. And look at this. Standstill, right? Standstill, where things are frozen. They're not moving. There's not a lot of growth happening with standstill. That's in reverse. So where things, again, were not happening for you, it is breaking free. It's moving forward. So you got a period where you're going to really be on fire during this period where you're going to get, intuitive knowledge. You're going to see things in different perspective where you've been stuck. You're going to see movement. You're going to feel a sense of freedom. I feel like there's going to be this renewed energy. I am getting for a lot of my Cancer, especially those of who've been through a very difficult time. I'm seeing like the phoenix rising from the ashes here. So I love this messages for you. I think it's a very beautiful start. So let's take a look at the tarot, Cancer, and see what's coming through for you guys. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, let's take a look at Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for June 2022, or whenever they're called to this reading. What does Cancer need to know for their highest vibration and their highest good? What does Cancer need to know for June 2022, or whenever they're called to this reading? All right, Cancer, here we go. All right, so in the heart of the matter, right off the bat, we have the Death card, Scorpion energy. Some of you may be connecting with the Scorpion or Scorpio, but doesn't have to be. This is definitely about death and rebirth. There's that Phoenix energy that I was feeling. So there's something in your life that is coming to an end. Now, it doesn't have to be a relationship or something of great magnitude. Cancer, this can be the ending of a way of thinking, acting, being, but there's this transition that is happening. Don't forget that the Death card also represents transformation. So I see this beautiful ending, but it's leading even more to a very colorful new beginning, a new start, a new way of living your life. And again, we've seen the Freedom card, so this is feeling like this is a release, and this release is bringing in new energy. What is crossing it? Yes, Cancer is the Six of Wands. So this is definitely a sense of victory. Like there is a mastery level of achievement here. There's recognition for some of you. You could be receiving accolades or awards in work. But overall, Cancer, there is this beautiful sense of accomplishment that comes with the Six of Wands. So I see this ending, new beginning, a sense, but it's a beautiful new beginning because you have a sense of accomplishment here. So in the foundation, we have the Page of Wands. So there's somebody or someone or something that you're passionate about or is passionate about you. There could have been very passionate communications here. But for some of my Cancers, this is about exploration. This is something that you kind of maybe, you maybe set in and did a lot of internal exploring within the last, I'm getting few months here. Could be for some of you a few years where you've done this internal work. You've done a lot of exploring, a lot of adventure, internal adventure as well as external. Some of you may went on some trips and things of that nature, but this is like an energy of feeling of discovery. So I'm feeling a lot of discovery here. Some of you, it could be communication with another person, but for a lot of you, I just definitely feel like this was a lot of discovery period. All right, so recent past, we're having the Hierophant, Taurus energy coming in. So I'm getting a couple different messages with that card, Cancer. For some of you, this could have been a discussion or an interest in, forming a partnership, something that has long-term stability. So some of you, this could be looking at, future partners, marriage, engagement, moving in together, this kind of leveling up, what your ideas about family look like. Some of you may have started a family, more talked about starting a family, but this is, kind of looking at that. For others of you, this is more of a spiritual nature, or it could even be some of you may have stepped into a leadership role, right? And at work where you, maybe got a promotion or was giving an advancement, took a lead on a project. But for a lot of you, this was you kind of stepping up and claiming, claiming your power here. This is also being in touch with your higher self and really kind of just being in a very good place, I feel. All right, so crowning this, my Cancers, that sounds about right, is the Two of Swords. So you guys are faced with a decision, a choice with this Two of Swords. This is kind of like, it's time to move. So what I'm getting a couple of messages here with this too. Some of you, it may be just a simple decision that's rather complex for you, don't get me wrong, but it could maybe just like a choice between two people, two places, two things, two opportunities that Cancer, you're currently kind of like going, all right, I don't know which one I want to choose. I don't feel so much for all of you. There's a Seven of Cups energy here where, there's a lot of disillusions and fantasies and, glitter and gold and have this confusion about which choice is best for you. I feel like for a lot of you, there's this energy of like, you have this decision. You already know which one is the best, but there is this delay. And that could be for many different reasons. But for a few of my Cancers, I'm going to speak to this, is that this is also an energy for me that you have a refusal to move. So the choice is upon you. You already know what the right choice is, but you're refusing to take it because there's this fear of taking the next step into the unknown. Because sometimes Cancer, as a Cancerian, we can kind of get stuck a little bit in our shell, in our way, into the familiar that we are super uncomfortable exploring out and exploring the unknown, because the unknown can seem scary, and our shell, or what we've known, we use that as protection. We use that to feel comfortable and feel safe a lot of the time. So that's kind of the energy for some of you that I'm picking up on, is this energy of like, what the right decision is. You've already made that choice, but you're refusing to take action and kind of take action on that choice or verbalize that choice, because it would mean stepping into the unknown, which is scary. All right, so future energy coming in is the Four of Swords. All right, so Cancer, this is going to be a little bit of a bump for some of you. No reason at this point to kind of get downhearted with this energy coming in, because this is the Four of Swords. It could be a lot worse energy, but this is telling me that you're going to have a period of contemplation for a lot of you, where you contemplate your next best move, contemplate this decision that you're facing. Some of you may be taking a rest. Some of you may even be a weekend retreat or a weekend off, where you just kind of rest and relax. You're going to be doing a lot of work with these intuitive downloads, with this illumination, with this release, with this rebirth. Like, there is a sense of accomplishment that comes with all of these things, but it can be exhausting. So some of you may need to focus on that a little bit more through this energy, through this time period, where you might need to rest a little bit more, take it easy. There's going to be a lot of fluctuations in this energy. But for the others of you, I do get the sense of like contemplating your next move, especially when it comes to this Two of Swords. So let's see where you're at in general. Yeah. The energy you're coming through with as your Pacific energy, Cancer, is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is telling me that you are in a place here of taking things slow. This is an energy of careful planning. So you're being very cautious, meticulous. Some of you, this was stuck energy, but we know what happens, right? You're gonna become unstuck. Some people may be seeing you as, just not hardly moving in any direction at all, but they're going to be quite surprised really quickly. So outside influences to you, we have the High Priestess. So Cancer, some of you may be connecting with a fellow Cancer, or even a Pisces here with this High Priestess, or even maybe possibly even a Scorpio for some of you. But overall, what I'm feeling is there's this energetic energy. I feel like your higher self is your outside influence at this time. Now, some of you may have somebody that you have not been communicating with very often, or at all, that may be coming in, or their energy is showing up. But overall, I feel like this is your higher self's energy coming in to assist you through this transition. All right, let's see. Hopes and fears. Yes, the World. Cancer, beautiful energy. This is telling me that you have the world at your fingertips, period. So a difficult cycle for you is coming to a close, and it's opening the windows, the doors, they're all flying open for a world of opportunities. Things that some of you have never imagined in a million of years Millions a little exaggerated, but you know what I'm saying. Um, some of you guys have not been able to picture or imagine these things that are going to be available to you. So I definitely feel like you're transitioning into an energy of abundance. And there it is. There's the Page of Swords as your possible outcome here. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So Cancers, let me kind of go over what that Page of Swords is going to represent for you. So I feel like there's going to be communication for a lot of you that's going to come in that's going to bring with it some new knowledge and new opportunities. For others of you, interesting enough, so you have this decision. Like, we know that's what's crowning this whole situation. We have an ending, a new beginning, and a sense of accomplishment. We have discovery. We have kind of tapping into that intuition into ourselves. And then that contemplation. Some of you, this may be taking a time out to rest in between. I mean, this is going to, again, be a difficult energy to move through. Energetically, it's going to feel a little exhausting. You've been cautious. You've been moving slowly. There's some things that you may not see or have not been able to see. Again, somebody who may not have been communicating with you that will suddenly be coming in maybe to tell you something. We have definitely the world at your beck end. New cycles beginning here. And here, for some of you, this Page of Swords is going to represent that energy that you needed to make that right decision. So this will be that illumination coming in that becomes the freedom. I love it. So Cancer, overall, for the month of June, or whenever you are tuning in, I see you guys definitely shifting, and shifting in a very powerful way. And I know this is not your typical love reading, but Cancer, this is, I feel, better because this is going to lead to those types of connections, those types of opportunities for you. So, and for a lot of you, this can be, in business, career, any aspect of your life. I just see this overall big shift. So let's take a look at the romance angels, and let's see what we maybe can get a feel for what's coming in for you guys in the month of June. What's kind of appearing for Cancer. What do we have for Cancer, please, for the month of June, or whenever they're being called to this reading? All right, so we got two coming through. Let's see what else. We'll go over those in just a second. I'm going to pull them all. Oh, yep. Before we settle in. Thank you, Spirit Guides. All right, so Cancers, those of you that are looking for new love, new opportunities, new possibilities, you've got a new person coming in. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So some of you, this can be a current connection that there's a renewal. There's like a revitalization to your connection. For others of you, this is specifically somebody new, somebody you have never met before coming in, and really you got new love on the horizon. That can be one of the new opportunities behind one of the new doors or windows that is going to be thrown open for you. We have soulmate coming in. Yes, this is your soulmate. So some of you, this is a new person that's going to end up being the person. You're going to feel a real good connection, a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of love coming in with this person. For others of you, if you've been asking, is this my soulmate? This very well can be your confirmation that yes, this is absolutely your soulmate. You're still questioning that. I'm being told to tune in, stay tuned for those zodiac signs and those letters. That could be even more confirmation for you. You're being asked at this time, Cancer, to have trust, to have faith, to stay positive in this very given moment. Now is not the time, as you're transitioning through this energy, to go dark, to go morbid, to get caught up in depression or questioning your own value, your own worth. It's not a time for negativity. Remember, the key word for manifestation, right, is what we think is what we manifest. So keep those thoughts. Keep your words as well, not just thoughts, but words, okay? Keep them in a positive frame of mind. No, that's not very easy for all the time, especially for my Cancers, when you're getting, we all have that time around the moon where we get very emotional, which is kind of with the cycle, with the flow. Be careful of that time frame specifically. I'm being kind of pointed in for, and now, of course, that's not going to be for all my Cancers out there, but for those of you that are resonating with that message, be really careful around your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions in around the cycle of the moon. You guys should know that fluctuation by now, so be very, very careful around that time frame. And I know that is difficult, but I actually experienced that myself as a Cancerian. But be careful, pay attention, be attuned, and try to do your best to eliminate those negative thoughts or actions or words around that time frame. I will have another tip in just a moment. I don't want to spend too much time on that because we're going to have those people who don't resonate with that. And then, of course, we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So this is kind of just an energy of Cancer. Remember to honor yourself. It's kind of what we were just talking about. So keep yourself in a positive frame of mind. Do write yourself little love notes or do little um, self-care gestures is what I'm getting here. Just to continue, like, feel better, feel good, and keep yourself in a positive frame of mind and kind of energy. So when I'm speaking about energy, and I'm not going to go on a big tangent about this, I'm going to kind of try to limit it down, and it's this. Be also aware, Cancers, especially if you are trying to stay in a positive frame of mind as you're working through this energy. It's going to be really easy to kind of go off course if you're not really attuned into your energy. You also have to look at outside influences that you may not even know that is affecting you or impacting your manifestation. So be aware of things that you're watching on TV, listening to, whether that is on, television or radio or some other podcast or, however you get your source of entertainment delivered to you. Be aware of what you're listening to and what you're viewing and taking in, because those things can impact you. So specifically for my Cancers, I'm being told to tune into the music that you are listening to. You're really going to want to kind of shift. If you've been listening to any like really sad, I lost the one I love kind of songs, or just kind of down on my luck kind of songs, you want to shift that into more positive, upbeat. I think you guys are getting the picture, kind of music at this time through this energy is going to help you stay in a more positive, and I'm getting hopeful energy and mood. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at these zodiac signs coming through for my Cancers. They're telling me that there is at least 5 zodiac signs that they're going to highlight. What do we have for Cancer, please, for zodiac? All right, first out, we've got Gemini popping in to say hello. So any of those of you that are connecting with the Gemini, really pay attention to Gemini energy as well. Excuse me. So Gemini energy, because some of us are moving through Gemini at this point in time still. Like, I'm still in the Gemini season, and we'll be still the beginning of June will be the Gemini season. So kind of, pay attention to those fluctuations. There's going to be a lot of duality that you may notice in your life at this time of this reading. Okay, so we've got Aquarian energy coming in. So Aquarius is all about, social networking and people, and they're the humanitarians. They love to give aid and help people out, but make sure, Cancer, that you guys can be the same way. You love to be in service of others, and you kind of like to stay in the shadows and let other people take the credit for it. But this is also an energy of being sure to make sure that you are honoring yourself and paying attention to your energy at this point in time. Do for others, but make sure that you're also equally, if not more, right now in this turning point, giving to yourself. All right, so we got Virgo energy coming in here. The message I'm getting with Virgo is this, to really pay attention to your energy. Make sure you stay grounded and aware. And Virgo is a bit of a home and body and trying to keep things kind of, I'm getting tight. So I don't know if that's going to resonate with someone specifically, but they like to keep things on a kind of like a tight budget or a tight schedule. They like to keep things kind of within their control. So this could be calling into issues about around your home, as what I'm kind of getting is that you may need to look at maybe what you need to loosen up there, release control of there, for some of you, or what you need to kind of maybe more wrangle in as well. And I'm not saying that Virgos are controlling by any stretch of the nature. That's just kind of the message that's coming through with that card, with the addition of making sure that you're aware of your energy and that you're grounding it at this time. All right. Yep. We've got Libra. So definitely air energy for my Cancers. Yep. Sense of balance. This is going to be a time frame about balance, about being fair, being honest, kind of looking at things through the eyes and lens of, say, the justice system, like the law. The law is, is fair and balanced and impartial. So some of you may have to kind of disconnect your feelings from whatever situation that you're trying to weigh here in order to kind of look at it in a judicial sense of point for a lot of you, so that you're fair and you make the right decision for you and for your highest good. All right, and of course, not surprised to see Scorpion energy popping up here. This is telling me that this is kind of the rebirth energy. For those of you that are connecting with the Scorpio, that can be a nod to you, Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini. Pisces is showing up at the bottom of the deck, and Cancer, your energy, of course, is kind of following that up at the bottom of the deck. So those of you that are connecting with a Gemini, an Aquarius, a Virgo, a Libra, or Scorpio, take it as a sign in synchronicity. If the reading is resonating with you this far, but your person's sign didn't come through, don't throw your hands up yet and say, this reading must not be for me. All right, let's take a look at these beautiful letters and see what comes through. Again, this could be your person's first name, last name, middle name, or their first, last, middle initial, or any other meaning or word that may have significance to your connection. That can happen too. And then I, of course, will be channeling with these if anything comes through, because sometimes I don't get anything. Okay, what do we have? All right, so first letter coming through, we got E. Getting Edward and Elaine right off the bat. Eden. Evan. I'm getting Easton. Ellington. Bear with me, guys. All right, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we've also got C coming through. I'm going to go ahead and lay them all out, and then I'm going to go over what pops out. I'm not going to do them one at a time. We'll be here forever. We've got W. We've got L. We've got K. We've got I. We've got J. We've got Y. We've got V. We've got T. We've got R. We've got another L. We've got Q. We've got another R. We've got G. We got another E. We got H. And we've got an M. All right, so I am getting Charlestown, Charleston, Charles, Chad. I'm getting choice. This could be like a place. I'm hearing like, or you have a choice. I am getting William, Will, Winston, Wilson, Wildred, Wiley, Williamsburg, West Virginia, I'm getting Lawrence, I'm hearing the Louvre. I don't know if that has any meaning. I'm getting Lake, Langston, Lillard, Lloyd, Laughter, Lansing, Los Angeles, Nevada, Kate, Kerry, spelled Kerry. They definitely distinguish with that. I'm getting, I mean, Kerry could be over here as well, but I'm getting Kerry here. Kansas, Kentucky, Keith, Kenneth, could be Ken or Kenny as well. Kirsten, Jackson, Jarrett, Jessica or Jess, I'm getting Jesse, I'm getting Joker. I'm getting Queen, the Queen and the Joker. That kind of comes through, but I'm also seeing when I'm getting that, I'm also seeing Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift. So take that as it resonates for you guys. I'm getting George. It could be with a J or it could be with a G. I'm getting international, so like something international, or like maybe international travel may be a theme. I'm getting Mason, Madison, Morgan. I'm hearing Marissa, Maryland, Rehoboth Beach, Rank or Ring, Hank, Henry, Harry, Hills, Hillary, Hilton. They're telling me Langford. I thought I've already called that out. Oh, okay. I'm hearing Jill, Will, Jim. Okay, so Jim. Jim. Tim, Timothy, Thomas, Texas, Rhode Island. I'm getting Vic, Victor, Victory, Vessel, could be ship. Like I got vessel, I've seen ship, so it could be ship. I'm Clarity or Clary. Quentin, Clayton. I'm getting Garth. All right, guys, that's it. That's all that's coming through at this time. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into your situation. Please let me know in the comments down below if this reading resonated with you, or to simply just say hello. Be sure to smash that like button, get this video out to all that need to see it. If you haven't yet done so, please consider subscribing. Would love to have you part of the Cancerian Soul family. Everyone hit that notification bell, whether you are a current subscriber, future subscriber, so that you get notified when my videos are released, because let's face it, guys, they can be sporadic. All right, so that being stated, I will see and hope to see all of you in my next reading. Much love to each and every one of you. Namaste. Bye for now.